Welcome back to the Dragon Den. My loyal Dragonites, King of Dragons 5000 is back with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Medicom Toys Mafex Avengers Endgame Rescue. So here we have Rescue posed and out of the packaging looking all snazzy in her armor. Before we have a look at the figure, let's run through her accessories. Rescue has 3 well-detailed head sculpts, as well as 4 pairs of hands for style posing. She also has an alternate backpack, her blasting cannons, as well as some blast effect pieces. Other than that, Rescue here doesn't come with any other accessories, so with that out of the way, let's have a closer look at Rescue. Here we have a closer look at Rescue, and Mafex has done a really good job capturing all the impressive details for Rescue. Her indigo armor looks nice and is contrasted beautifully with the golds and silvers that you see throughout her armor. Taking a look at her head sculpt, they did a really good job detailing all the bits of her armor here. Her gold faceplate is a separate piece which is glued onto the main head, and I really like the way her eyes look here. The main helmet is done in that indigo color which looks really good, and you can see some silvers and gold that contrast it nicely. Her armor is nicely detailed with a lot of good armor plating here with some panel lining done very nicely. The silvers and gold stand out nicely against the indigo parts of her armor, and I absolutely love the translucent arc reactor in the middle of her chest. And you can see the impressive detailing here on the back of her armor where it does say Rescue as well as 0049. Arms continue that impressive layer of detail where we do have the shoulder pads which are a separate piece, and the biceps look really good with the contrasting colors. Her forearms are nicely detailed where we do have these metallic flaps which look really good and are interchangeable, and we do have a gold line running down the center of her forearm. The sculpt work on her waist does a really good job hiding the silhouette and the articulation, making it look very seamless. And the silvers that are done on the side stand out nicely against her armor, so beautiful job here by Mafex. Her leg armor does a really good job lining up with the rest of her armor, giving her a seamless appearance. The paint on her legs is kind of iffy in some spots, but for the most part it looks really good, especially with the blue lights in the front. We do have some gunmetal and some silver going down her legs, which does a really good job highlighting the detailing on her armor. And just like with most Iron Man armors, her feet are made in die-cast and are done in that same indigo color. But because the armor is painted, you can kind of see the difference in the die-cast and the plastic. But overall, Rescue here has fantastic detailing, and Mafex has pulled out all the stops here on the Rescue armor. With her details out of the way, let's compare Rescue to the rest of our usual suspects. Here we have Rescue posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and DC Multiverse Superman, Mattel's WWE Elite Series and Mezco's 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man, the Lightning Collection White Ranger and the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And finally, we have the Mafex Rescue posed next to the Mafex Iron Man Mark 85 armor. So as you can see, Rescue will scale nicely with the rest of your Mafex collection, and you can actually fudge her into your Marvel Legends display. So with her comparisons out of the way, let's have a look at her articulation. Rescue has a double ball joint in the head and a ball joint in the neck. Ball sockets for her shoulders. Arms go out to the side and do a full 360. Swivel at the bicep and double hinged elbows. Ball hinges in her wrists. She has a double ball joint in her upper torso and a ball joint in her lower torso. Ball hinge hips kick forward, go back, out to the side, have a thigh swivel and a ball jointed hip. She has a double bend in her knee, ball hinges in her ankle, and finally a toe hinge. So overall, some great articulation here for Rescue, and despite being in an Iron Man armor, she actually moves pretty well. So with everything said and done about the Mafex Rescue, let's get her posed for my final thoughts. So getting Rescue posed for my final thoughts, I have to say that Mafex has knocked it out of the park with the Rescue armor. Just like with a lot of the Iron Man armors, Rescue has a lot of impressive detailing, and the panel work on her is superb. I especially love the color of armor that she was sporting in the movie. That indigo color translates very well into action figure form. Add to it a very clean paint job here by Mafex with only a few areas that are questionable, it's still really good here on Rescue. Even though she doesn't come with as many accessories as Iron Man, she still comes with a lot of accessories for what little screen time she had. The backpack she comes with is done very nicely and highlights the opening of her armor. As well as getting her cannon parts looks really good here, and I like the stage that it comes with to display her with. Add to it the likeness to Gwyneth Paltrow on the unmasked faces is actually really nice, and Mafex is getting much better with these head sculpts. And best of all, she will pose really nicely with the Iron Man from Endgame, so if you have the battle damage or the regular version, she'll pose very well with those two figures. Now, Rescue wasn't on a lot of people's top list, but I really do think she's a really nice figure to have, especially if you're a fan of the Endgame series. At the time I'm making this video, she's still readily available on sites like HobbyLink Japan and Big Bad Toy Store. If you are looking to bolster your ranks against Thanos for your Mafex collection, Rescue here is going to be an important piece for Iron Man. So with that being said, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out the rest of my Avengers Endgame Mafex videos. If you're in a position to help out the Dragon Den, check out my Patreon where I have some exclusive content and early access videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my loyal Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm King of Dragons 5000 reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.